Hello. Shorter game stream even once again because, well, I'm still down to the wire.
This will teach you. Prepare yourself. I shall make this one see. This will teach you. This one will fall. How may I serve?
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead.
But he's also like...
I believe you are strong enough to explore the tomb ahead. This
Here's
tomb
the
has
thing.
not been
The
plundered.
person in
Its
question
mysteries
is
may
supposed to
still
have
be
an
intact,
ex-
but so
his
might its
name.
traps.
He is
Take
making
great
quite a
caution.
bit of nasty stuff. I do plan on looking into
I sense a great presence within this tomb.
stuff she's accused of.
Master,
If it turns out that
it
she's
calls to
guilty,
you.
I can't
This is a
deny it.
barrier of the dark side.
You will have to face...
It's just, I do think that she should at least be given the chance to speak her side, since, well, pretty much the entire VTubing sphere is against her. And every time she tries to speak, they basically drown her voice out.
Do not heed the words of the Jedi. Already the Mandalorians.
You know what?
Have taken 3 systems. Come stand.
It's just looking up a walkthrough for Alice.
The Jedi Council is wise, but will take too long to deal with this threat. We must act now. I have heard of you. Your masters speak. The Mandalorians must be. The Council seem. I sense you will join us. If you cannot examine your life, it was within our power. Their vaunted wisdom. So, if you could do it all, would you do it any different? So do you see so far that you know? And now you... She didn't join us that. It is a familiar... Are you so certain? But the time of...
Heal ability, but well, apparently if you're playing as a light side character, you do not regenerate force powers in this system. That's also why I'm not just immediately vaporizing these
Com says we've lost another heavy droid. I know we've got our order. General, it would be... We already lost half the men. If you ask us to... We... Thank you, General. Now we fight!
If I disturbed would have...
You are to be commended for making it this far. You've revisited the dark moment. Your confusion is natural.
Get away from her! She's a dark Jedi.
Atten, I've had... I will protect...
Hey, what's the commotion here?
Stay out of this, Bayo.
You're threatening Atom.
The three of you...
Think again, Kreia. Your dark influence...
Your friends are... So you will do nothing?
Apathy is dead.
Apathy.
I should have used my level up here.
Coming through the cave is just ahead.
I think...
I'm going to guess every time I fail one, I gain a huge boost of, like, dark side points.
Do not... You would fight your fate?
I know. General, it would be suicide to go. We. Thank you, General.
Let me check something. Yeah, my computer does not want to adjust to daylight savings time. It still thinks it's like an hour. Sorry about that. Anyways, my computer does not want to adjust to daylight savings time for whatever reason. Which means that it looks like I get chats from like you guys for an hour ago. I'm just going to try and use the registry edit. Current control set. Control. I will, and plus side, it does look like it changed the time, although... There we go. That's got it. Anyways, this is like the second time I've had like the... And just give me a second. I think my room needs more light. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shut off VC face for a sec. Say goodbye to my avatar. Anyways, like, this is the second time in less than a month where I've had, like, something related to the time kind of, like, screw me over. There we go. I recently played through a game called Outcore, which is a really damn fun game. It's also a free one if you want something fun. And, well, for one of them, you actually had to, like, change the game. Like, in universe, it was like you were decrypting something and it took me, but the problem is that, well, I forgot to take it back after I finished playing the game, so as a result, I unintentionally recorded stuff upon the game. Huh. How about now? But anyways, I was playing Outcore like 2 days or so ago, and like it required you to like set the game to hit the computer's clock at like a week, so that I actually am curious what would have happened if I'd like let it play normally, since well. I should really figure out how to like set up various stuff. Well, I guess I'll just try talking really close to the mic.
You are to be commended for making it this far. You've revisited. Your confusion is not.
Get away from her. She's a dark Jedi.
Atten, I've
Hey, what's the commotion here?
Stay out.
You
T3 is probably the odd one.
three
Like,
of you
I would expect
challenge
Handmaiden
me,
or
You sorely underestimate the power of the Force.
Think
Visas
again,
to show
Freya.
up.
Your dark influence will end.
Your friend. So you will do nothing.
Apathy is death.
Apathy.
Tactical level up is what I like to call this. I'm doing this because it turns out that if you level up, it restores your health automatically, so you can probably see why I would want to do this. I haven't got enough persuasion skill. I don't think there's any demolition checks notable here. Awareness could be a good ability. Or rather skill. You know, I was actually gonna try dual wielding for this run, but you know what? Since it's too late to specialize in that, to like get started with that, and I do like using the Force, I'll go for the dueling feat. Apparently there's a glitch in the Xbox version of this game where you could actually like redo the events. I've never actually... You know, well, I pretty much grew up as a Nintendo kid. I do actually remember staying at this like cabin, or this like ski home, I think it was, where they had an Xbox. They did have like Mech Warrior, I think it was. Mecha Soul, that's the game I was thinking of. Honestly, I don't remember hating the controller. If that's supposed to be a mirror reflection of me, why is it using a dual-bladed lightsaber? Shouldn't it be like a red version?
As I said, search the room.
Fortunately for me, I was able to save right beforehand. So... might help if I actually healed up the full way now that I think about it. Yeah, I mean, at least it's like just a camera glitch as opposed to like a game-breaking one. I know that Kotor 2 is very buggy, like, I don't know if I'd say it's like...
In this trial, I am impressed. You overestimate the power of trust in your feet. Surely you have felt what awaits. Take care. Their prolonged... You may not yet search the...
Good thing I chose to actually explore these two side doors because that's some pretty good loot. I'm just gonna run past those guys.
Yes, General?
No.
Yes? You may. Perhaps I shall.
What have you brought? Now.
Something up? All right.
Only place I can really think of that I'd love to go is Dantooine. I don't know why it doesn't play the cutscenes whenever they load. Maybe if I was using game capture, although it shouldn't make a difference.
I'm here.
I was going to just like save a bunch of level ups for Handmaiden for when I actually got her Jedi training, but you know what? Screw it.
Those mercenaries were pushovers.
Huh, what? Weren't kyber darts what Django used to assassinate that shapeshifter friend of his? You know, that scene is kind of hard for me to take seriously thanks to Cosmonaut Variety Hour's rant. You know how Palpatine wanted Padme dead, so he sent a man who sent... And Count Dooku who sent Django, who sent a shapeshifter, who sent a robot, who sent poisonous bugs. Like, funny story, you could have actually cut the whole shapeshifter plot and just streamlined the whole thing. Like, have it be that basically Obi-Wan sees Jango take the shot at like Padme. Huh, they actually rebuilt the place. At least a little, like, obviously we still have the monsters, but, like... Is Tubin gonna become a Sith Lord?
Out of my way. I am Colonel Tobin of the Underon Lord, I bring news of the Jedi. A place where you may feed. Telos, Master. There is an academy of Jedi on Telos. Perhaps hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you. And enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
You know what would have been an interesting twist? Instead of going to Dantooine, like, have us go to Coruscant and build the Jedi Academy there. Now I'm actually curious. Yeah, not seeing anything about who built it now that I think about it. At least in the current canon. Like, they could actually do that in, like, a hypothetical reboot. Like, there, if you want, like, an expanded world for code... expanded content for KOTOR 2. use that. Is that Knights of the Old Republic MMO still up? Or at the Old Republic MMO?
It has been some...
Come to think of it, why doesn't Kreia get like a mechanical hand?
The years have not been cut, but perhaps now they will see the truth at last.
It is not as it was, but perhaps that is for the best.
It feels odd that they're only human well, okay, like,
We were wondering when you
technically
would
they
arrive.
aren't human,
This moment
but,
has
well,
taken some
you know what I mean.
perhaps
Like,
you
there
could
isn't like any...
Did you not go to...
No. Of course.
We cast you out of the order.
No, there was another.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not... What had happened to you was punishment enough.
And if you had stayed,
You already know the answer.
have you noticed that when you act,
Those that travel...
There's something wrong here.
Do not let them hurt him.
they follow you?
Against their
It is because you are a leader.
It is not an easy thing to... It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master. And if you do it so easy...
You make connections through the Force.
Your actions affect others.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. We do not know, but it is not...
And that is why the Mandalorian...
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deaf.
The screams of countless...
Their lives still scream across the surface. To hear the Force over such pain, it was too much for any Jedi to endure. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all...
In you, we saw...
In you...
Yes. You are a cipher. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the... You are a breach that must be... Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of... So you think.
He's right. It's all the death you've... You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds.
But what's worse is that bonding you have.
And that is what... What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did?
For you, no.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. It is what allows them to prey on Force use.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you, but it is of no consequence.
And so you wait. as a
Yes, we are alike that way, blinded one.
I would have thought you would walk with him amongst... But that is not the way of the Sith, is it?
Do not speak to me of the ways of the Sith.
You are a threat to living.
You will lead the Sith here.
Our judgment before remains exile. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only...
Forgive us.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel...
Enough! Step away from him.
What?
Step away! He has brought truth, and you will not harm him.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile?
She is difficult to see. The Sith out.
How could you ever hope to know the threat you face? If you had traveled far enough, did you not hear its call on Dantooine Vrook? On it, I have endured your corruption of my other students. You shall not have this one. And you, Kabar, so close to the call of Darth, tell me, did you not feel
really
what poured from the moon, what had taken place there?
I'm not gonna watch it because, well,
died upon Nar Shaddaa,
I
yet
learned
blind
something
yourself
about the
to
guy
all
that would make it
happens there.
impossible
So
for me to watch
close to
without
understanding the
thinking
Force.
of it. I'm not gonna say
So
what,
close to
it's pretty
giving it
disturbing,
up.
but if you want to know
There
what
is a
I'm talking
place
about,
in the galaxy
go
where the
look up
dark
the video.
side of the Force
Let
runs
me
strong.
get it up.
It is
The degenerates of the anime community. Let's just say that it's something he did well in Thailand that makes me very hesitant to do so. Huh, so that's what Manga Common was doing on Anthony Gramula's channel. Interesting debate. Maybe I'll watch it.
It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi... And that is what I sought to understand. How one...
Oops, my bad.
But I see... It is because you... As you would pass judgment on... Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Let me show you. See it through the eyes of the exile.
You...
Oh, yeah. I am one of the Sith, it is true. I must answer.
What are we gonna do? If we don't stop her, then everyone... everywhere...
Soon your ship will come, my master. I will bring him before you, but I will not let you have him.
I know you can hear me. I have always known. I have destroyed planets for you, General, but now I need to do this.
where can I view my force powers?
The handmaiden took her. She thinks... Of course she didn't. The only thing that matters is the handmaiden believes it. That's why she wanted the handmaiden on board, you know. So she could use... She would, if she thought she was bringing H... She'll take her to Telos. Yeah. That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Pieces is actually best girl, and she's been very loyal to me. Once this cutscene is over, I'm gonna call it a stream because I do need to eat dinner. Plus, I need to finish my. I need to do more editing on my video.
What is wrong? Something troubles you. I can feel it.
It would actually be interesting.
I do not understand. I would die for you. And if there is an ending between... I simply do. What did you learn? Then that is the danger of their beliefs. The feelings I have for you, I follow because I believe I would die for. And where they look at you and see, I look at you. And I will understand if you feel you must. Instead, take strength. I ask you. I want to look upon you, where no one else. I wish to see what the handmaiden sees. What causes her to forsake her heritage, her oaths. As you... I need to know. From the moment I heard you, it is the echo. A wound that travels still.
Was I a romance turd?
Made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. When I heard it, I loved you more than my stay. And I want you to see what I see when...
You know, I actually, if she had said, like, give me the option to, like rally her and, like, let me promise that I'd bring her alongside, I'd maybe, when I went to confront her, where I'd gladly do so. Also, wait a second. Why wouldn't Adris just change the access codes? I mean, she does consider the handmaiden to be, like, an exile. Imagine if that had been what happened, like...
Who is there?
Who I am is...
I am Atris, Jedi Master. The last...
Those are titles, words you cling... It is not the first time we have met,
With the exile?
Yes, I was here both...
Who are you?
I was the one who asked him to be exiled.
I did as you asked, so long ago.
Oh?
You seem familiar.
Atris, I have always been here. Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith, but there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you. You have gathered Sith holocrons, Sith teachings from across the galaxy. It is why you have chosen servants who cannot feel, and most importantly, they can...
I have sought to preserve the Jedi Order, and I have gathered...
I had wondered if any of these holocrons had survived Dantooine. You have taken relics from...
It was always intended for the Jedi to retreat to Telos should Dantooine be attacked. Taking all that...
Such an act marked Telos for destruction. It is why Revan ordered its destruction to mark the beginning. I would not be surprised if Revan left other gifts beneath the surface of...
When the Sith attacked, turbo lasers fell like lightning upon the landscape, as they did on Dantooine, and so many...
Yes, such acts leave their mark on the galaxy.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. Malak 5 has touched many things.
Why did he betray me?
You betrayed yourself, and unlike you and I, there is...
Where is the exile?
Oh, he will come, but it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits.
Now I'm just wondering, like, what would be
the last of the hat? It is good that you have returned.
What are you saying?
You are no longer one of us.
Listen to me. Atris has been touched.
Silent. It is a crime to... Then you...
We shall see what the... If she kills her sisters, then the dark side will have its claim on her.
The true test of battle is how much force to bring against opponents. If you wish to stun them, incapacitate them.
Challenge. This will teach you.
Hey, you know what? I might as well end it here. Here, I've got to do more editing. Anyways, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to stream tomorrow, since I want to try and get my next video out by Thursday. Although if Demon Lord Lucy and tries more stuff, I might have to push it back to Saturday. You know what? We'll have to wait and see. But I will be back on Friday to stream one of the DLCs for like one of my regular games that I play. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Andres Rebel, and I'll see you on my next assignment. Later.